I got a voice too. Hey, Jeff here, standing here, sideline at the multi-sports Round Rock complex. I said that backwards, but it's okay. No.
Welcome into Round Rock, Texas, the home of the 2024 USA Club Rugby 15s National Championships. Tim Wilkes up here in the booth, joined by John Broker, and we are just about ready to get underway for the Men's D3 National Championship. Coming up next, we've got the Austin Blacks taking on Colusa County RFC. And John, we've got two squads that put through great performances yesterday and are ready to play for it all here Sunday in Round Rock, Texas.
They certainly are, Tim. It's going to be a great start to today here, men's D3 finals. Austin Blacks put up a good score above the Red River Ruffians, the boys out of Fargo, North Dakota, to advance their way here to a hometown final. And Colusa County held it till late to get by Charles River. I'll talk about that in a second. Tim, this Austin machine.
Yeah, a 48-19 dominant victory over Red River yesterday. Merriman, the man in the middle, had the kicks going and also was able to take that in off the scrums. They're so potent off their set pieces. Here's another one. O'Donnell to the outside. Beautiful little tip pass there from Armstrong. Finds the target, and they're able to take this one all the way through. Michael Taylor dotting it down. Let's take a look at the other side, John. Colusa County.
Yeah, Colusa County, this is a pretty structured Charles River team, and Colusa County left it late. But they're a team that just loves to come back and haunt you. You know, they would get scored on and just come back really quickly and score a quick try with all sorts of, you know, just loose play and just having fun and having a good time and playing with each other. This big fella right here is Dylan Sanchez, and he can just occasionally just take it up on his own. The replacement scrum half right there is J.W. Davis, who touched it down. But here it is towards the, well, this is one of the earlier tries, right, to get in on the scoreboard. But late in the game, what they had to do is right here get a big run from R.J. Phillips. I was calling him by the wrong name, Cody Beckley. I had the wrong numbers. It was R.J. Phillips scores a tying try right here at the death. This is over 80 minutes they put this down. They can just wait, and the kick would win it right there, and they advanced this game.
Just about ready for our kickoff here live at the D3 National Championships. Our referee, Aaron Davis, out of East Penn. Just about ready to let that whistle sound and let the ball fly. And Tim Wilkes and John Broker taking you through all the action. The defending national champions, your hosts this year here in Round Rock, Texas, the Austin Blacks, looking for their 4th championship on the D3 level in the last 3 years. And we are underway here in Round Rock. Austin Blacks in the gray jerseys, black shorts and black numerals. Colusa County in the black with green numbers. Start this one off with the boot, find some space, and a beautiful kick. I think that one even went over the 22-meter line. Let's check the final spot here, just outside, so no 50-22, but a great kick to start this one off for the Blacks.
Yeah, so close to a 50-22 there right there. It would have been a wonderful attacking opportunity for the Austin Blacks. But just, you know, keeping this Colusa County team back. Colusa County said that they're just a little unstructured but having fun. The guys that really know each other well. So expect them to have a run from wherever they are. Keeping them in their end is a pretty good tactic to get going.
Deal with the throw, gets things moving through the hands of Lowe's at the scrum half, and they'll spin it out to the outside. Big collision in the center of the pitch. Stevens lowering the boom inside the 22, still here for Colusa. And ball in hand. Strong defense from this Austin Black squad again yesterday, only giving up 19 points, but on the year, dominant victories. Their average margin of victory on the year, 52 points, as they have rolled through 13-0 on the season so far. Colusa County, as you mentioned though, John, a fierce competitor, and they are not going to give this one up easy. A great job using multiple phases here on the first possession. We're up to about 7 or 8, and there's the first big time line break. Over they go, RJ Phillips, 2 tries yesterday. Looking for more here as they push themselves over the midfield stripe. Back to the left to Deal. They'll look to settle, but John, a great start if you're Colusa County, out of your own end, ball in hand with over 10 phases.
Yeah, they're certainly running pretty well right now, Tim. More phases than they tended to put together yesterday, so this bodes well for this team.
Such a difficult squad to break down, the Austin Blacks. An extremely experienced squad with boys from all over Texas and the world. Australia in there, a couple players from England as well. This Black squad has been building through the years. A few mainstays out there. Number 8, Visser. Number 15, Armstrong, part of the multiple national championships that they've put together over the last 6 years. Now we see that defense starting to flex its muscles a little bit as they have driven them back a good 15 meters here. A little bit of space on the outside, but another strong tackle coming in. Tyler Wilder makes the tackle, not releasing the call, and the crowd on their feet here for the Austin Blacks as they earn the penalty.
Good result there for the Austin Blacks, Tim. You know, really just shutting that down, but Colusa County showing what they're capable of. Different team than I saw yesterday. They weren't able to put together phases quite like that. Everything was on quick breaks, which they were happy to do. I feel like if they can get the, those multi-phases together, they'll start to punch some holes in this Austin defense. So that was a good show from them going first. One of the things, Tim, it's about 80 degrees right now here in Austin, and there's an excessive heat warning for today. So these guys playing early is going to do them a little bit of favors. But as the game goes on, we're really going to see that temperature kind of ramp up into the 90s. We'll see who it affects.
We're on the natural grass surface here on Field 2 at the Round Rock Multipurpose Complex. Take a second look at that big charging run. Strong tackle there, but the penalty earned for not releasing. Adam Armstrong will send this one to touch. It was Newt O'Donnell with a bit of an injury. Number 9, the scrum half, puffs it out and will stay in, and it's the Blacks with an attacking line out here about 10 meters from the try line.
And right there, Dylan Kyle Sanchez, very critical to this Colusa County team. But right now they're going to have to defend on their line. Big boys in this Austin Black set of forwards. You may see a driving maul here.
Tipped down nicely there from McKay, but knocked forward as it came to deck. We'll switch this one. It'll be a line out back to Colusa County. A little mistake there as the Blacks tried to get on the front foot.
Okay.
Switch this up. It'll be a scrum down. Put in coming for Juan Loza. Loza had a try yesterday, the 39-year-old. Look to get the boys in black going here. Reset the scrum again. Remember, folks, we've got 3 national championships here on this pitch, 2 on Field 2 as well. 5 national champions ready to be crowned this weekend here live from Round Rock, Texas. Thank you for joining us here on the Rugby Network. Next level rugby production. 5 minutes gone by, still knotted up 0-0. Comes in from Loza. Nice stable platform, able to work from the back. This one out clean. Into the try zone they go, all the way to the near side. Make a couple meters out of it. Some extra distance here. Blacks working that offsides line, trying to not get too aggressive. Almost there for the poach. They're able to clean this one up and retain possession. Colusa again. And John, we saw this last time, playing from their own end, not wanting to kick. Such a potent kick defensive squad there for the Blacks. Their counterattacks are awesome, and multiple times yesterday they won that kick territory battle. So not a terrible option here as another strong run around the corner they come. Stevens wrapped up high, penalty given, and back 10 go the Blacks.
Yeah, they're going to be able to push this downfield as Colusa County. As you said, Tim, they're happy to run out of their own end. What Austin was doing there was really, if you're defending inside the other team's 22, you can take a little more risk. You can take a little more chance. You saw him trying to get in there and poach that ball. Eventually a high tackle comes in, but going in there trying to poach and all that, the worst you can do is give away a penalty and let him move downfield a little bit. You're not going to give away points. So they're very aggressive in the opposition 22 on defense are the Austin Blacks, but an eventual high tackle, so opportunity here for this Colusa County team.
Look at Evan Von Zermeulen there, number 12 for the Blacks. Kicker for the squad was so good yesterday, only missed 1 out of I think 8 or 9 kicks, multiple from the corners. So he is a dangerous weapon for them as well with the boot. Colusa County cleanly off of the line out. Nice little inside ball, keeping things tight and heavy. Love the use of that inside pass. Blacks ready to play that defensive game. Edric Vesser, one of the standouts there, number 8 for the Blacks. Only 5'9", 195, manning that number 8 position, but he plays well above that weight. His tenacity and ferociousness on the offensive end should come to play later. Little stab kick through, does not make it in. Knocked on, an advantage being played, just a scrum advantage here for Colusa County. Set this one up again, and John, so impressive. Total time of possession definitely favoring Colusa County here 7 minutes into this match. Not getting a lot of territory. I don't know if they've really busted over that midfield stripe, but a great use of possession here so far. Keeping the ball out of the Blacks' hands is never a bad option, as a penalty coming for offsides.
Yeah, and offsides there. And then a high tackle on Donnie Dealey, the hooker. You see him down right there for Colusa County. So he'll take a little bit of time to get up. He's a tough competitor. He switched over from football to rugby in college and just really talks about how Colusa is such a really small, tight-knit community, and the community's really behind this rugby team. A lot of these guys, played rugby for Sacramento-based clubs, some other people, and then Cody Beckley, the number 10, formed this club, called a bunch of his old buddies and said, hey, we got to do this. We got to come out of retirement here. Donnie Dealey is one of those.
Solid kick, finds touch just outside the 22-meter line. Furthest they've been able to penetrate into Austin Blacks territory. Look to set this one up again yesterday. Leading try scorer for Colusa County was R.J. Phillips, their number 8. Some weapons on the outside as well as they look to take this line out. They'll go to the front jumper, tapped it back cleanly, but I believe not straight is going to be the call here from our ref.
A little trouble right there for Colusa. It was such a good attacking position for them. They're going to put themselves back on defense.
Captain elected a scrum.
Dylan Sanchez, the 36-year-old there out of Davis, California. Cell phone tower repairman, lives life on the edge and playing hard here today as well. Set up for the scrum. First here for the Blacks. First time they'll have the put in. It was a nice stable scrum for Colusa County last time. See how they're able to hold up. Both teams fully heavy there in the tight 5s. A little bit of a shove, but nothing O'Donnell cannot handle there from the scrum half position. And there's the kick coming from Merriman. Again, beautiful kick. Finds that open space on the far side of the field, and they'll have to scramble to pick this one up. Sepulveda takes it, but he is driven hard into touch. Couple of Austin back players right there to send him over the line, and a turnover back to Austin.
Great territorial gain there for the Austin Blacks. They really want to play in this end of the field. Colusa County, some very tough men on that defense. Better to play them from a little closer in. So good result there for the Blacks with the line out.
Talked about earlier the dominance of the Blacks so far this season here in the playoffs. Average margin of victory, 32 points. But so far, almost 10 minutes gone by. Colusa County holding strong, but here's Visser. talked about his hard running lines earlier. He's showing off now inside the 22 for the Austin Blacks. Take coming here from the side from Watson. Numbers on the outside, cutting it back in. They've got space opening up. Skrabonic takes it the distance, dives in, splashes down for the first try of the match for the Austin Blacks.
Skrabonic, one of the players that showed so well for this Austin Blacks team yesterday. Change in the centers for him today as there's his inside center partner from yesterday is injured. Great try there for Skrabonic.
Heavy with those runs. A couple of them he had yesterday, same deal. Just tough to bring down, leans into them, and knows how to dot those tries down. Splits the defense there. A great shifty
what you see
little
so well,
run.
Out to the 10, and the 10's running a little drift here. But Skrabonic doesn't drift with him. He keeps that line back in. The fence starts to drift off there, and he just lines it up right in, no problem. A little bit of fancy at the end there, just pointing at some people in the stands, their hometown crowd, but a good 5 points there from Skrabonic. Really good, well-run line.
Skrabonic out of Sydney, Australia, plays for the Linfield Rugby Club. As the kick is good. 7-0 your score. John, so much possession there in the first 10 minutes for Colusa County. The strong defense from the Blacks holds sturdy, and they're able to turn that defense into offense with the first try.
Taking a look at it here, you'll see exactly, here comes a runner. Both defenders drifting there. You see the 15 for Colusa County, Tyler Howell, just got pulled on the outside. And Skrabonic just right on through, no problem.
The Austin Blacks strike first, looking to go back-to-back in the national championship for the second time in the last 6 years. Fourth natty here on the D3 level. Dominant force in the Red River, Texas Rugby Union. Here another kick. Merriman looking for some space. This time Winger was there. Had this one bounce out into touch yet again. And John, that's the third time I think we've seen Merriman completely flip the pitch from inside his own 10 and sending it all the way across.
Yeah, he's playing a big territorial game right now in this growing heat, so reserving some energy as the game goes along for the team. Very smart there from Merriman. Colusa County not really putting pressure on those kicks. So they're allowing Merriman all the time he wants to really find some distance.
Not straight again here for Colusa County. So another turnover will give the scrum to the Austin Blacks. That's what they choose, and they will look to find some space here off of the set piece. Multiple tries coming directly off the set pieces yesterday. They are extremely potent. Already up by 7 here with 13 minutes gone by.
Blake Rogers and Gus Chavez right there. Loose head for Colusa County, tight head for the Austin Blacks. Ready to go hammer and tongs into these set pieces.
Chavez was supposed to be just a backup yesterday. Had to get into the action within the first few minutes of the match. Has been a mainstay throughout, played well yesterday, doing good so far here. O'Donnell again pulls this one out. Sloppy pass though, and it's gonna trickle into the hands of the boys in the black and green. Colusa County get possession, lost it forward there in the tackle. No advantage gain, so we'll come back to the first knock on by the Austin Blacks for Colusa County scrum.
You can see Colusa there just really wanted to pounce on that mistake. That's one of the things they do so well. As soon as they see that, somebody pounce on the ball, they get moving, players getting support. They do a very good job of it right there, but just couldn't quite make that happen. They'll get a scrum. I think they'd rather, they thrive on broken field play.
Set to have this one again. Final instructions coming in there from our referee, Aaron Davis. Laying down the law. Special thank you to all of the referees that traveled down here to the Lone Star State this weekend. Got refs from all over the country, Utah, Minnesota, NorCal, Southwest, all represented here. So some of the finest whistleblowers in the country here laying down the law. Colusa County are able to come away with it out the scrum, all the way to the wing, but lost it forward. Scooped up, now the attack back on again. Skrabonic the try scorer. It's back to the outside, taken in by Armstrong. Good counter ruck there, but they're able to retain possession. Legally so, and dissent here. Too much talking from the Blacks, and they'll get sent back 10.
There's been a few of those this weekend. These teams really have to watch their chat to the referee. They're just not putting up with it this weekend, and rightly so. Colusa County going to get the beneficiary of this one. Can't really see where the back chat was. See the referee off to the left-hand side of the screen there, and it comes around. Back. Not sure who was chirping away there. It looks like Knute O'Donnell he's pointing at.
Yeah. Looked like it there. O'Donnell, an experienced player, 31 years old. Actually one of the younger players on this Austin Black squad. So much experience. Got to make sure they settle things down with the referee. Is Visser, another hard line, splits one. Around the second, third to beat. Not a problem. And he's going to take it the distance and dot it down as the Blacks get try number 2.
He was the MVP in last year's national championship. He's been in 3 national championships games with Leica for today. Visser, you can see right there, was just not going to take no for an answer. Little space opens up. He's around. He'll take on anybody that's coming at him. Great individual try there from Visser when the ball came to the middle of the field. Coming out here. Back to the penalty.
Visser, just such a hard line, and we said it early on. 5'9", 195 from that number 8 position. Not your typical size there, but such a beast.
Yeah, he just finds a first player to step there and a little dog leg in the defense for Colusa County. He's away. You can see Jeffrey McPherson really working to get him, but Visser just turns that corner, and there's nothing but the try line he's thinking about. Takes Stevens, takes around the post in. 5 points to the good. Well done there from Visser.
Conversion is good as well, and yeah, there for Colusa County. Had the fullback back, but that just so happened to be a lock in that fullback position, so not the easiest open field tackle there. Visser, such a tough player to bring down when he's got ball in hand, and shows off right there. Center of the pitch, makes something out of nothing. Gives the Blacks the true try advantage here as they look to continue where they left off yesterday. Again, a 48-19 victory over the Red River Ruffians from Fargo, North Dakota. This kick will trickle out into touch. A little bit of a breeze today. Nothing too bad.
That's not what you want if you're Colusa County. Just a mistake there. Giving the Austin Blacks another attacking opportunity.
It looks like we will take a step aside and we will have a quick water break, and we'll actually send it down to Tyler Doidge lurking on the sidelines. Tyler, what you got for us?
Thanks, guys. Yeah, a little bit of inevitable nervous energy from both these sides. Obviously, some pretty heavy hardware on the line. D3 National Championship. And obviously, both teams are trying to put a heavy emphasis on patience. Colusa spent a little bit too much time in their own end zone, and what they're going to need to do is stop the Austin Blacks' exit strategy. There's too much of every single time that they get into their territory, they get kicked straight out of it, and all of a sudden 10+, 5+ phases over in their own territory. While they're doing a good job of remaining good on the defensive end, they're not able to stop 2 tries that the Austin Blacks scored in the first half. Let's see if they can hold off the second. Back up to you guys.
Tyler, we see that try again there from Visser. And John, just too much potency there on the offensive end. The kicks have been perfect there from the Blacks. What do you think Colusa County really has to do to settle back in here 20 minutes gone by?
Absolutely. You saw just 2 great individual lines there from the Austin Blacks players, but set up by a well-structured offense. Ball came in earlier. You see that the first one here comes away. Talked about a couple times that drifting run and that hard line back in. It just got through the defense. I was expecting to go wide there from Colusa, so that's our first 5 points that was converted. That was Skrabonic, a well-deserved try for him.
He had numbers on the outside there as well, but took it straight up the center, found that inside gap, and turned it into the first 5 points of the match. A couple conversion kicks were good there by Von Zermeulen. We are just about ready for this scrum center. They're off the kickoff that landed all the way out into touch. It'll be a Blacks put into the scrum.
I think this is a period of time, Tim, where Colusa County really needs to put some points on the board if they're going to be competitive in this game. They did it yesterday. They're able to just conjure up tries and just work hard. They're a very, very spirited team, but this is one of those time periods they really need to get some points on the board and play a lot down.
Fine. Set.
This in here, replacement scrum half in the match right now. O'Donnell off the pitch. Now they're putting things to work here on the near side. Armstrong splits the gap. Looking for some support, finds it. Beautiful little pass there, hits its target, and they're gonna take this one the distance. Antonio Wynn off of the pass from Armstrong. Third try of the match for the Austin Blacks.
Good try by Wynn there. You saw that defense just get stretched for Colusa County, and Adam Armstrong able to own some space in between two defenders and get through there. Good support run by Wynn, puts him in the try zone. See the ball comes out to that replacement scrum half right there. Wide they go to Armstrong. That defense there is trying to cover a couple of people. Can't quite do it. Come back into Armstrong. That covering defense is there, and Wynn just takes the right line. Also the ball. Armstrong unselfishly puts him away. Antonio Wynn, another 5 points. Things are looking very, very good for this Austin Blacks team.
Wynn, the 31-year-old out of Indiana University, out of South Bend. And the stalwart for them, also played for Milwaukee back in the day as well, but it has been one of the stalwarts here on the Austin Blacks pitch as Armstrong beautifully sent that to him with the assist there. Conversion is good, 3 for 3 on the day. John getting out of hand quickly, 21-0 here in the D3 National Championship.
Yeah, there's just a quarter of the game going, and Austin is up by 3 tries. Colusa was down a bit yesterday. Different team they were playing in Charles River. They were able to come back and eventually win that one. There's
just
no
about
give up in this team.
It's true, they're going to need every ounce of it because really not many weaknesses to speak of here for the Austin Blacks. The kicking game is exceptional. That defensive line, we've seen them withhold 10 to 15 phase drives there a couple of times there from Colusa County. And then the ultimate potency there with weapons all across the pitch and 3 tries here in the first 20 minutes. It'll be Merriman again with that boot every time inside his own half. This one not going to trickle all the way back, and John, he is getting every bounce coming his way here as that one dies inside the field of play. Colusa County scooped this one up, still pinned inside their own 22. Tyler Howell, Chico State, takes this one close to the line.
Use it! No.
Trying to get around this Blacks defense, but again, hit behind the gain line, lose a few meters.
Step.
Loza digs this one out. Over to the outside, again, that charging defense hits Sanchez behind the line again. Wrong direction here for Colusa County, and they're just gonna kick this one out. Leave the whole time inside the 22. This one's gonna stay in the field of play. 3 bounces, and finally collected here, knocked on by the Blacks, and so it'll be a scrum to Colusa County.
No.
Austin Wing would have been good to grab that ball and give it a go, but it's gonna wind up in Colusa County's hands. Good job, however, by Austin in there. They've identified a couple of those players. Dylan Sanchez not getting a lot of room at 12, as well as Cody Becker. Founder, captain, and fly half has to go to the boot, and not particularly one of the things he loves to do all the time. But now it's their scrum just inside their 40. We will see what this Colusa County team can do.
10. Crouch. 5. Set.
Put incoming now from Loza.
Up.
We'll reset this one. No free kick right away.
We're
Referee's just going to reset this one. Aaron Davis.
both sides. We're having too much contest before the ball is put in. We need stability.
A lot of moving around.
Begging for the stability here in the scrum. Safety always paramount. Put this much weight and power into one movement.
5.
Colusa will get set to put this one in again. Again, one try yesterday for the scrum half. Really not much territory to speak of. They've only busted over that midfield stripe a couple of times in this match. Each and every time the boot of Jacques Merriman has flipped the pitch back the other direction. Use of hands here. Armstrong getting into the play, and finally here to the near side. Scooped up by Wynn, and possession back for the Blacks. Merriman takes it in again, inside 10 meters. But it's taken away. Loza rips it out of there, but the penalty's gonna be given. He was offsides.
Yeah, I think Loza thought he had rights to that ball, but couldn't quite get there. Great work there. Jacques Merriman's boot has been the player of the game so far, but right there you see Merriman get a little step in, bring it almost to the 5-meter line. Well done by the fly half.
Scored a try as well yesterday. Let's take a second look here, John.
Gray.
Yeah, you saw Loza just pile in there, thought he had it. Van der Meulen, the inside center for Austin, raises his hands, looking for the penalty, and certainly got it.
Nice, clean throw. All comes to the back to Visser. Looking for try number 2, spins through, still on his feet, now just a meter out. Edric Visser takes it close. Now they've got to recycle this one back. Over to the right-hand side, they're able to pull this one out and dot it down. Second try of the match for Antonio Wynn as the Austin Blacks put the 4th try up on the board.
Yeah, tremendous work there from Antonio Wynn. He just saw that line, was able to get that done. No problem there. Colusa County in the fight, but not going to get it. You see the look either way there. Cross into Wynn's hands, and he just found a fractured defense, a couple spaces to get in. Certainly did his job.
You've got a winger taking on a prop one-on-one, able to shift his weight around him there and dot it down for the try. Zachary Triplett is the replacement scrum half, number 21. Came in there and got the assist. Out of California. Look to set this one up. Already 3 for 3 on the day. And again, had multiple kicks. Did Evan van der Meulen from the corners yesterday. His accuracy was incredible to see off the tee. To get set to go 4 for 4. Not too much wind here on a beautiful day in Round Rock, Texas. This one slotted through perfectly again, played the wind to perfection, John.
He certainly did, and it is all Austin right now. Colusa County just being pinned in their own end by the boot of Jacques Merriman and just finding some spaces. You have a second here for Antonio Wynn. He'll be pleased with himself in this national championship game. Everything is coming up Austin at the moment.
In this squad, we mentioned it earlier, a plus-minus win differential in their league matches of 52 points was their average margin of victory. They have been dominant through this run, looking for their 4th national championships in 6 years. Second time going back-to-back. They won it last year. Visser was the MVP, and they are putting on an epic performance here again in the D3 National Championship. Tim Wilkes and John Broker taking you through the action. A little rumble there from Matthews. Back to Merriman looking for space, and again he's able to find some behind the defense all the way in. He was looking for that 50-22, and now he's got it.
That is just an adjustment that Colusa County needs to make. Tyler Howell has got to get himself more depth back there. Cover where the ball's going to go anywhere from Merriman here. You can see him. He's had a run back on all these. Ball's been in over his head. Trouble there for Howell. Bit of trouble for the back 3. Really need to make that adjustment.
Throw definitely not straight. Advantage being played here for Colusa County as they're able to take this one off the other side of the line out there. Now a rumbling run here for Deal. Shook off an injury from earlier to make another charging run, and they'll keep things in the pack here. RJ Phillips, another hard line, breaks through the gain line and keeps things moving for Colusa County. Now back to Sanchez. Put the power of that mullet hair to use, but can't get too far as the Blacks are able to take him down. This kick goes into touch. on the full, John, and another mistake for Colusa County.
Yeah, unfortunate for Beckley there. He just thought he saw some space in behind, pushed it a little too far in a touch, so they're going to come all the way back. Going to be an Austin line out not far from the 22 of this Colusa County team, and they have been hitting the mark down here in the scoring zone, has Austin.
Flags and the wind starting to pick up a little bit. Getting a little gusty out here, and the Blacks have it at their backs. So another little advantage here for the next 12 minutes before we get to halftime. This one's going to be knocked on, though, as first try scorer Skrabonic could not hang on to that one. Through the tackle, we'll have a scrum down back to Colusa County.
Yeah, Colusa's going to get another scrum here. They got to make this work. They've tried to push a couple of balls wide, a little too early there, I think. Have a good center pairing there, and Sanchez and McPherson try to just get some forward momentum, cut some holes in this Austin Blacks defense, try to work them around the field.
Hear the crowd. Your host here for the national championship, the Austin Blacks, choosing to use the Round Rock multi-purpose complex this year, not out at Burr Field. Tremendous facility here. You've got the beautiful natural grass that we're playing on here on Field 2, full stadium seating, and the Austin Blacks fans have shown up in support here this weekend. Another hardline run, but a secure tackle made by the Blacks. Sanchez couldn't bust through. Now they'll try to swing it all the way to the outside, but again, Blacks just have numbers ready and waiting each and every opportunity as they're able to take down McPherson this time. Try to find some space here, weak over one tackle, but Visser wrapped him up around the ankles and strung him down to deck. Again, flat-footed catch here. Sikas couldn't get too far either. Nice use of hands around that charging defense, and now the chip kick up over the top. Got to keep this one in, but again, John, unable to keep it in touch. Over the line it goes, and we'll come back to a line out where the kick was taken.
Yeah, right idea, getting a flat-footed ball there. Just put it to the toe, try to get down inside the 22. Straight in the touch, another opportunity for Austin off a Colusa County mistake.
Under 10 minutes left to play here in the first half of our D3 National Championship match. All Austin Blacks with 4 tries, snagging this one out of the air through McKay. Visser continues the hard charging runs. They'll keep it in tight this time. Send a run up here through Derek Watson. Over the 22-meter line they come. Now a chip kick there by Merriman, trying to catch the defense sleeping again. It's bobbled by Colusa County, scooped up. I think we're going to come back for a possible knock-on or offsides here, John.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of an offensive offsides there. The players got in front of that kick. You could see 3 players there, so that was a planned move. They knew there was going to be a little space in there. They were going to try to chip it over, but just didn't work in their favor. It turns it around, but Colusa County almost on the receiving end of being scored on again. It's just one downfield. Well, you saw the power there of Visser that we've been talking about. It's like a wind-up toy. You know, you can grab on him and kind of stop his forward momentum, but those feet keep going. It's just an impressive amount of power he's putting into the game. See here, that player there was just a bit, I think 14 or 13, excuse me.
Yeah.
Skrabonic wanting his second try of the game. Royce Matthews was in there, thought he got over the line, but referee Aaron Davis spotted that offsides. Well done.
The only kick that Merriman's had so far today that hasn't gone the exact weight and angle that he wanted. Another big charging run. Blacks continue. That's Skrabonic getting in on the defensive end, laying the boom there on Sanchez. Sanchez fighting for every inch, though. You said it yesterday, John, the tenacity of this Colusa County squad is what got them over the line. Multiple tries to come back and take the victory. The Austin Blacks are not giving them any windows to be able to break through here. Visser, another strong tackle, gets over the top of it. Support arrives to retain possession for Colusa County. Into contact yet again. Here goes Jake Wiley, Wiley into contact. Over to the far side, skip pass, tries to find some space, but the door gets slammed shut by the Austin Blacks. They reload, attack again, break through the gain line, but tough sledding here, John. As Colusa County just time and time again gets repelled.
Yeah, you see Dylan Sanchez just stepping in like another forward there from the inside center position. They're more than happy to just bash holes in this and try to find some space tight.
Try to get it to the outside. RJ Phillips gets hit behind the gain line. I think it may come back here to an offsides call, as the Blacks might have been a little too aggressive.
Earlier, that's just the second one. Their team needs to clean it up. They can't be diving for the legs. They need to keep the tackles on. We're going to go low. Just rough. Understand. Legally. Speak to them now. Just a moment. You're speaking to them. Hold on.
Players just kind of diving at the knee there and diving at the leg is what referee Aaron Davis is pointing out there to Adam Armstrong to relate to some of his teammates. He said one of their centers has been guilty of it a couple of times. You can't just launch yourself at somebody's legs in a game of rugby, of course. Safety tackles. Look here. First tackle comes in almost a little bit high, but the next player in, that's Royce Matthews, just tries to lower it and go right for the knees.
Ripped out of there, and there is Matthews taking it away from Colusa County. Now the break is on the left-hand side. Through the defense goes Watson over the 22-meter line. He's got support, but he's taken down from behind 5 meters out. Able to retain possession off to the left, and another try coming. I'm a Wilder, dots it down. Great support line, and another try for the Austin Blacks.
Not sure if Tymel Wilder has gotten the ball yet this game. Play is all going to the other side of the field. But the first time you saw an open space there, he was able to capitalize on it. But it all comes in the break here of Eric Watson. Watson, nice run here, gets over the 22. But well done by Colusa County there. Josh Sepulveda take that on. Backer just comes out and sees Wilder. Sees Wilder, and Wilder, no problem getting around the corner there. Kept his width, did it very well. 5 points for the Austin Blacks in this first half.
Watson there, number 6, was able to take that one through that gap out of Texas State University, the 30-year-old. That great little offload, nice dummy to the outside to open up the C there. Wilder again out of the University of North Texas. About 4 hours up old I-35 from here in Round Rock, Texas. Kick again, off the mark this time, so could not keep the perfect streak alive. A difficult kick from the far side as we take another look, John.
Derek Watson here just showed the ball outside, kept it himself. That space just opened up. Donnie Dealey couldn't catch in there, the hooker, but eventually Sepulveda gets to him. And as these people are regathering, just comes to mind from I get the wrong name there. Got the ball out to Wilder. Number for the name for the replacement scrum half here. It's Zach Triplett.
Boy, what a performance we are seeing here today from our hosts here for the national championship. The Austin Blacks have support in the stands, and they are putting on a great show here live from Field 2, Round Rock Multipurpose Complex. Tim Wilkes and John Broker taking you through the action. This one gets a little discombobulated there. Sent back a couple of
both
times.
Teams there. First knock on was on Colusa County, so it's going to be a scrum for the Austin Blacks inside. They have 4 minutes to go in this first half. I'm sure they will be pleased with their efforts. Colusa will go into halftime realizing they have created quite a mountain for them to climb in the second half.
Colusa, again, a great job retaining possession most of the time, but we just have not seen them get wide at all. Nothing really from the wingers so far. Inside centers trying to bash through this Blacks defense, but they are more than ready for the challenge. And here comes Jock Merriman yet again with the big kick. Sends the fullback chasing again and has another 50-22 kick off the beautiful bounce. Now again, he does have 10 miles an hour wind gusting behind him, but boy, what a performance by Merriman today.
Yeah, he is just putting on a master class at the moment. Every chance he gets, every time space opens up back there, Merriman is available.
It's what, 6-7 kicks here in the first half where he has sent the fullback retreating and completely flipped the pitch. This time they'll be able to take it in the line out. Visser now again through 2 defenders. Just cannot be stopped. Takes it home here. Now Triplet. Send this one off to the right-hand side to Matthews. Visser fighting for more now.
Green, leave it!
Going around that touch line. Triplet keeping in close. This one off the mitts, knocked forward with 2.5 minutes left to play. Colusa County will take possession back in the scrum. Just try to come up with some offense here, but they've got 90 meters to go to get to it.
Yeah, just a little slip there from Derek Watson. Ball goes forward, so it's going to be Colusa County sportsmanship in there. And person up off the ground.
Let's get bound up, gentlemen.
Can't say enough again of the facilities here. Even got the jump houses there on the opposite pitch. Concession stands, playground here in the back as well. Full family atmosphere for the 2024 USA Rugby Club National Championships. Put into the scrum again here from Loza. Oh, tough on these scrums. Not a lot of pressure, but this has been the tough part, getting out of their own end. Skip pass, now they're trying to go around, but again, contact is made inside their try zone. Howell just over the line. Now they've got to scramble for it. Beckley will let the forwards take this one, push it up the pitch just slightly. Keep that strategy moving. About a minute left to play here in the first half. Just trying to keep the Blacks off the board one last time. Playing from inside their own 5-meter line. Just gonna pick and go and continue this movement to try and let the seconds tick off the clock here. A nice slow possession here, and they're just gonna boot this one out. Well, kick pass actually though, John. Collected here on the near side. Eventually shoved into touch though.
I think there was an attempt to get into touch fully because I knew time was up there. I was wondering what the strategy was, but halftime we have.
The boys from north of Sacramento, Colusa County, have had a rough first half there, but the Austin Blacks, incredible performance. So we will send this one down to Tyler Doige down on the sidelines. Tyler, what you got?
I mean, the Austin Blacks just putting on an absolute 5-try show for the home side here in Round Rock, Texas. I mean, the grit from the Colusa side, it looks great, but we're not seeing one thing, and that was what was really powerful in their game yesterday. Keep in mind, these guys are playing 160 minutes of rugby in 48 hours, but it was their forward presence. Colusa had a lot of times been calling those mauls. That's where they got a lot of their points, but as we know in rugby, guys, possession does not equal points. Austin has done an amazing job of doing a strategic, absolutely just polished rugby execution. They're kicking, as Tim, you mentioned, the 50-22. I mean, it's almost like I'm watching it on replay out here, the execution. So what the Colusa side needs to do is, I mean, it's brutal. We lost number 9 on the Austin Black side. He had to come out. We got a replacement scrum half. Keep in mind, these guys are tired. It's getting hotter. Who knows what the second half holds, but I wouldn't count it out for Colusa. Austin Blacks are doing great. Let's go to halftime, guys.
Yes, sir. We will step aside. Antonio Wynn with 2 tries here in the first half, and the Austin Blacks all over the pitch here. Multiple tries, and we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have the second half of action here, live from Round Rock, Texas, the 2024 USA Rugby Club National Championships. We'll have the finish of this D3 match when we return.
We work with clubs of all sizes, from grassroots to professional, and help them generate revenue to support their continuous development. Attention all rugby fans. World Rugby Shop is your one-stop shop for all your rugby gear needs. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting out, World Rugby Shop offers an extensive selection of top-quality gear and apparel to elevate your game. From jerseys and shorts to boots and accessories, we've got you covered. Visit us today to see why World Rugby Shop is your ultimate destination for everything rugby. Gear up today.
It's time to hit. It's time to pass. It's time for tradition. It's rugby time, America. It's rugby time, America.
Rugby's always this macho setting that, you know, it's all about strength. You don't want to show any weakness, but the reality is that people do go through their own battles. Why is it important for us all within the rugby community to really kind of normalise this conversation that surrounds mental health?
We play in a very high stress situation all the time.
There's always a stigma around men that we have to be bravado and like strong.
Within every player, there's always something that you don't always, bring forth to the table, you don't always put out.
Sometimes you don't know it's affecting your game.
Learning ways to connect with other guys, be in environments where you can have the right conversations, be yourself, and share has been super helpful and super important to me in my career, and it's allowed me to grow and mature to the point where, I can handle what professional rugby is going to throw at me.
I think rugby's best played when you're happy and you're enjoying it and you're confident. And I think that these core tenets of being able to play well are fundamentally structured in having a clear mind and not having anything weighing and dragging you down. So clearing up and strengthening the mental aspect is going to inevitably affect the physical aspect. So I think they're completely connected there.
It's hugely important for the safety and well-being of players, looking after their mental health, but more importantly off the pitch. At the end of the day, we're not just players, we're humans, and we need to look after ourselves.
Rugby is a sport where teamwork truly makes the difference. In alignment with the values of rugby, Globant and Major League Rugby join forces in a powerful innovation scrum that aims to elevate the sport using the latest technologies. We are already co-creating digital solutions to impact the game, the fans, and the global community in a sustainable way. When technology meets passion, the unthinkable happens. Globant, technology that dares to delight.
I have to say my favorite Thorn product is creatine, white phytate, vitamin D, super EPA, fish oil pills.
I chose to take Thorn supplements over another brand because they're sports backed.
We know it's tested and it's safe to use. There's a wide variety of benefits that range from sport performance to neurological benefits. I know it helps me increase my lifting capacity.
That they're third-party tested, that they're NSF certified.
And they also taste great, so that's why I choose Thorn.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
May is Mental Fitness Month.
Major League Rugby has partnered with USI Insurance Services and Looseheads
in a united effort to tackle the stigma.
Together, we are committed to changing the game,
with the mission of placing a mental health lead in every rugby club
around the world.
With the right plan, the right team, and hard work, even the most unpredictable events can be overcome. At USI, you have the whole team on your side, protecting you from the unexpected and making sure you bounce back better than ever. We take the time to understand your concerns and provide solutions with customized game plans for you and your business. It's Major League focus and results for you, and we call it the USI One Advantage.
I chose to take Thorne supplements over another brand because they're sports backed. The products are also top of the line and they also taste great. It's important that the substances athletes take are tested for banned substances. One, because you want to make it a fair, even game, especially with the other players. And you want to make sure what you're putting into your body as an athlete is clean, researched, science-based, and it's healthy for you. So you want to put good in and get good out.
Yeah, Thorne has helped me a lot, especially in the last couple of months. I've had to pack on some weight to be able to play in this league, and I think taking creatine and protein every day and adding in a couple other things has made me a better athlete, a bigger athlete, stronger athlete, and just overall prepared me well. So I take creatine every morning when I first wake up. It's kind of like my checklist or part of my routine. I usually have a protein shake, a Thorne whey as well, so I usually just throw it in there or throw it in with some BCAAs. Whey protein definitely makes my life easier because I can come straight off the gym, straight off the pitch, and it takes 30 seconds to mix up a protein shake and get down some extra protein.
From the Sharks, number 8.
Once again, Van de Hoven up in the air. Inciarte. Oitomen, he breaks. Will he have the support? Be there and support. It's a long run. Will he get there? He gets there. It's a try. Under the post. 7 points.
Oh, baby, that's right. We are here in the center of the action at the Round Rock Sports Complex. I'm here with Angel and a lot of other fans who are supporting their side and are excited to see a second half. Angel, who are you rooting for today?
I'm definitely going for the Austin Blacks. Like, they're killing it. They're doing a great job. Got to support them all the way.
Now, you've seen some pretty cool rugby in your lifetime. I mean, how does this event compare to other matches you've seen?
I tell you what, these guys can handle this heat and play hard like they do. They're amazing. They're keeping it together. They're just challenging each other and showing all their skills. I think it's great. I mean, they're wonderful. They're amazing. I'm super proud of them being out here and bringing this sport to the Austin area so that all these fans can enjoy it. It's amazing. Really proud.
We got veteran rugby fans. We got first-time rugby fans. Who are you guys rooting for? I think they're ready for the second half, guys. Let's get to the game.
Taking you through the action. And John, it was a tough first half for Colusa County. They showed resilience yesterday. They're going to need tons of it here in this match.
Yeah, they certainly will. Big lead here for the Austin Blacks to hold on to. I'm sure this is a very spirited team with the community behind them from Colusa County. They're going to come out their hardest.
Inside, or excuse me, just outside the 22-meter line, they take this one. Mike Dobson has it, and there's a kick up over the top. Armstrong ready and waiting for it. Not going to pop this one over his head. Out to the outside, and they look to charge again. Inside pass finds its target. Great little line there coming from Skrabanich. Into contact they go again. Kanicki takes it through. 33-0 your score. The Austin Blacks put on a clinic in the first half, and they are continuing to drive forward now in the second. Merriman was magic with that boot. This one's charged down, scooped up by Visser. They're able to retain possession there before knocking it on. Possible injured player here as well, but Colusa County will have the scrum when we reset.
They saw Peter back there from the Austin Blacks. Just looked like he hurt a little bit. Visser's down on the ground. Kind of fellow that's going to leave the game.
Is that all it is? Okay.
Able to shake that one off, I think, Visser, as you mentioned, a tough guy and able to keep things moving. Our referee just making sure everybody is settled here. Another Austin Blacks player getting tended to.
Yeah, this is it looks like a little blood here. Go off for a blood substitute if need be.
Yeah, looks like it. So he'll step off. We'll see who enters the pitch here for the Austin Blacks. Again, should have an opportunity to be able to come back if they can get that cleaned up. Take a look here. A perch above the Round Rock Multi-Purpose Sports Complex, Old Settlers Boulevard there in the background. Dell Diamond behind us. Old Settlers Park as well, just beautiful facility. If you've never made it out here to Williamson County, Texas, one of the jewels of Central Texas. Right now, the Austin Blacks making it their home. Again, our hosts for this year's 2024 National Championships. Normally playing out in East Austin, about a 30-40 minute drive from here. We are ready to rock and roll again. Loza puts this one in for Colusa County. Another strong drive, good platform set up. Scrums have not been the issue so far for the boys from just north of Sacramento. Hard charging run coming in there from Sanchez. Again, this defensive line is holding strong. They've maybe bent a little bit, but they fully have not been broken throughout the day. Still a 0 up on the board for Colusa County. Another run here from Deal, hit by his counterpart, Gadberry, number 2. Now they'll look to go wide. But look at that line pressure from the Blacks. They're able to show that blitz defense, hit them behind the gain line again. John, that's really what we've seen. Every time they try to go to the outside, the Blacks have been able to stifle it. Their best work's inside, but there's not many openings there.
Absolutely, they haven't been able to get out wide, but this is a good tactic for them. Just try to get in behind the Blacks here.
Do have that about 10-mile-an-hour wind at their backs now. Pass to the near side. Great little run there. Around the corner goes Merriman. Found the offload pass to keep things moving. Midfield stripe right at the 10-meter line there. They're going to send this one all the way back. Skrbanich scoops it up. Strong defense coming in. Not allowing much of a gap there. Triplet going to take it off to the right-hand side. Try to go weak. And they're able to find some space out there. Multiple numbers coming in. Beautiful little inside pass. And they're able to take this one home. Visser with his second try of the match. Beautiful little offload coming there from Merriman. And the Austin Blacks continue to charge 3 minutes into the second half.
You're seeing a little bit of a different show here from Jock Merriman. In the first half, you saw a strategy with the boot. Here you saw him make a couple of passes before that just to kind of stretch out that defense from Colusa County and winds it up himself here. Probably going to dominate taking that, but unselfishly, of course, gets Visser powerhouse who walks in for the try, no problem. But he took a couple of players to pick him up right there. Great job by Merriman. Now he's really showing his running and passing tactics compared to the first half kick.
Mullen will set up the kick here. He missed one there in the first half. This one shouldn't be a problem. That excellent right boot there from the number 12. Austin Blacks starting this second half right where they left off in the first. Another converted try up on the board. 40-0 now. As again, the Austin Blacks looking to go back-to-back as national champions here for the second time in 6 years. Take another look.
Yeah, this is their goal. You see the nice break around the outside after creating the overloads there. Visser going to have no problem, but credit has to go to Merriman.
Again, you've got Zachary Triplet in there at the scrum half position. He was the starter yesterday, so they can really go back and forth between their two scrum halves. O'Donnell got pulled early in the match. Triplet has come in looking good and made a couple of nice passes there. Found that weak side opening. Sent the Austin Blacks in for their first try of the second half. High kick. Believe landed in touch there. We'll leave that one there. It'll be an Austin Blacks line out. Nice kick, but Colusa County just unable to get underneath it.
Yeah, another good run. Colusa County just having a bit of trouble getting under that ball. Derek Watson didn't seem to have too much to do with it for the Austin Blacks there, but Colusa County really just, trying to pull out the stops right now, get some points on the board. It'll be a scrum to them. See this pretty much off to the right-hand side. Not going to be able to play with that one.
Yeah, anytime you're catching that ball on the outside part of your body, easy call for the referee. Get dinged for that one, and a great attacking opportunity now for Colusa County. Didn't really get this close over to the 22-meter line much at all in the first half. We saw their resilience and able to punch it in with their forward pack yesterday. See what they've got up their sleeve here in the scrum. Blacks with a nice little shove. Scrambling for it, able to pull that one all the way back. Beckley had to get it over there to Loza. Now into contact they come. Mike Dobson swims through a couple. Again, keeping it in close. Backline has not played a huge part in this one as they continue to push their way down the pitch, but the Blacks have absorbed, John, I think 3 or 4 times, 10 to 15 plus phases. And Colusa County still with a goose egg up on the board to show for it. Inside ball, there's a nice run coming through RJ Phillips. He had 2 tries yesterday. He's gonna need to start things off here for him. There to the inside center, Sanchez keeps things moving. Those really have been their 2 best players so far. Phillips and Sanchez with some really strong hard lines. Blacks have not been broken just yet. There's an knock on, back to the Blacks, and around the side they come again. There's our previous try score with the beautiful little offload over to Armstrong, and Armstrong takes it the distance. Earlier it was Armstrong with the pass off to the left for Wynn, and Wynn returns the favor. Armstrong dots it down. Second try of the second half for the Blacks.
I was thinking the same thing. Adam Armstrong, the beneficiary there of a Wynn break. Earlier was Armstrong to Wynn, so these two connecting well on the outside, the 14 and 15 for this Austin Blacks team, just looking very strong. And just trying to, these power runs from Colusa, they're so good at it. Players like RJ Phillips there, but just spills that one. Unlucky for him. And good footwork to get around this first defender and then fix the second. No problem. Close down that space between the first defender and the second. Put Armstrong away for a nice long run in this Austin heat.
It was just an easy one-on-one. There on the outside, 2 number 14s taking each other on. Nico Valencia could not make the tackle. Too much pace around the side. Antonio Wynn has been outstanding out there on the far side. Now Von Zermeulen will look to strike this one yet again. Only 1 miss on the day so far. Settle this one. And Wind at his face, so not as easy of kicks here in the second half, but he strikes this one right between the posts and extends the lead 47-0. Just 8 minutes gone by in the second half.
Yeah, it is just all Austin at this point. Tough road here for this Colusa County team. Played so well yesterday, won in the last second. And this is just a bit like the game yesterday for Austin. Get a good head of steam, get a good lead. Find space everywhere. The tries are just coming to them pretty easily.
Armstrong, one of a few players that were on all 3 national championship squads in the past 5 years for the Austin Blacks. Visser has been there for all of them as well. And they are ready to rock and roll here. Again, taking this one off the top. Beautifully taken. Strong pressure, though, from Colusa County. Blacks in from the side and get dinged for the penalty. Just quick tap this one and charge again. Deal. High tackle, so advantage being played here. Austin Blacks with a bit of pressure just outside the 22-meter line. Charging defense comes up and hits Phillips, but he's able to push his way forward back to the gain line. to the right-hand side. Again, not able to get it out to the edges at all here, Colusa County. That blitz defense on the corners for the Austin Blacks has been tenacious. We'll come back to the penalty. The high tackle.
Stop, you're not going fast.
Referee, after the second penalty there, just needs him to slow down and take the ball. Loza ready to run for this Colusa team. Yeah, you're right. They just can't find the width, and they don't match up out wide with this Austin Blacks team. So this power game is what they need.
Boy, Visser, the first to come up and make the hit. He is ready and waiting every time, not just with the pace on the offensive end, but sprints up and makes that first tackle off the quick tap. Colusa County still in possession, though, through the hands of Phillips. Center of the pitch, about 18 meters out. Another loss forward inside the 22, though. Second time in the last 5 minutes or so, and the result will be an Austin Black scrum.
Yeah, that's just been, this second half so far for Colusa's. Get down there, put some big runners in, do some good work trying to disorganize this defense, and then just a little knock on or something creeps in. It's been difficult for them.
The defensive end put in coming from Zachary Triplett. Reset this one and have it again. In 2 more matches on the docket for later today. Go through the action. We also have another national championship taking place as we speak on Field 1. Phoenixville taking on Tampa. Darian Lovelace and Lance Kavanaugh taking you through that action. And coming up next, we have the D1 National Championship. Utah Lady Vipers taking on the women from Northern Virginia. Nova. We'll have that one here in just about 50 minutes. Right now, it's the Austin Blacks here in this D3 National Championship, flexing their muscles, up 47 points. There's Merriman again with the kick. This one a little backspin thanks to the wind. Collision here, and a penalty is going to be given. Intentional knock-on will send Colusa County back.
Yeah, Colusa County intentional knock-on there. Antonio Wynn thought he was getting a gift. That ball simply bouncing his way before the intentional knock. Now opportunity for this Austin team. Looks like they're calling for a scrum here. Samuel Gadbury motion for it, but it looks like they're going to. Adam Armstrong may go to touch instead. And don't forget the big game this afternoon at 2 o'clock Central Time. It was the St. Louis Bombers versus Belmont Shore. The men's D1 championship is going to wrap up the weekend.
Should be an excellent match as this one gets sent into touch by Armstrong, the Englishman. We'll set up a line out for the Austin Blacks about 30 meters out as we take another look from the previous possession. Here comes the line out now, and we're able to move things through. And nice high ball taken up there by McKay. Been excellent in the line outs, and now the charging runs. This one went backwards as the referee. Visser scoops it up. Big skip pass over to the left. Time of Wilder looking for his second. Dots it down, and John, we've seen Visser with the power. How about the precision passing from the number 8?
Yeah, great pass out there, and 2 touches of the ball seemingly for Tymel Wilder. 2 tries for the Austin Blacks. He is just biding his time. A lot of plays going in the other direction, but he's there and need him. See, great work from Rowerdink here. Steps around a couple, just puts that little offload in to Royce Matthews. Matthews to the ground, and then Visser spots it out wide, skips it in past Sepulveda, and right on the spot there is Tymel Wilder. And Wilder turns the corner, no problem. 5 more points for this Austin Blacks team, and things are a bit bleak from these proud men for Colusa County right now.
Wilder, the youngest player on the Austin Blacks roster, only 3 years of experience. But boy, when you've got those passes coming into you on the edges, taking it at pace, had too much to be able to step around that final would-be tackler. Visser with that pass in between outstretched arms, hit the player fully at stride. Austin Blacks again have everything clicking in the D3 National Championship. Von Zermeulen Sends this one off to the right, no good, his second miss of the day.
Another look at this long pass. Just great vision there from Visser to see the space out there and to realize that timeout Wilder would be available. No problem. Good try for Wilder, but well set up from Enrique Visser, one of the key players and standouts in this national championship game.
Boy, that shows the camaraderie right there. I think that smile there from Visser, ear to ear, was more happy with that beautiful assist than he was scoring the tries earlier in the match. Shows the full team effort here for the Austin Blacks, and boy, have they put together an exceptional performance in the national championship. Up by 52, this one went backwards, but a big time tackle send Wiley to the deck. Bray coming in, Phillips, again, 2 tries yesterday, but has not been able to break through much at all on the day. Inside ball to Sanchez.
Leave it.
In behind the gain line, advantage being played there. None gained as they were off their feet, I believe. A quick tap, and Colusa County will continue the charge. There to Phillips. Steps through one. Nice little offload to get things back to Loza. Loza tries to leave it behind. Colusa County progressing their way down the pitch, but a penalty is going to be given here, and Austin Blacks not releasing there in the ruck.
I was thinking again, what tough luck for Colusa County. Made a few good breaks there and then spilled that ball forward, but apparently illegally so on the part of the Austin Blacks. So the opportunity here for Colusa County right in front of the post to get some points on the board as this game getting towards the 3/4 mark. And there's another mistake, as I said, creeping in.
Beckley with the quick tap there, and RJ Phillips could not hang on to it. Tired legs starting to come into play here. As this Texas heat bearing down on the boys in the black jerseys, starting to really increase. That wind definitely helping things out, and not playing on the turf, on the natural grass. A little bit cooler out there. But again, 80 minutes, 2 days ago, another full 60 minutes already. Those tired legs really starting to come into play in this match.
Austin playing locally here should have some good reserves to put in. A lot of these boys will want to stay on the field.
Triplett gets it going. Return pass there for Jock Merriman. Continues the charge there on the outside. Armstrong with the beautiful offload. Merriman steps around one, out to Wynn. Wynn slides through, has somebody on his back and is going to get taken down from behind. Little pop pass keeps things moving for the Austin Blacks. Into possession now through Von Zermeulen. Out to the outside. Armstrong takes it around the corner and dots it down. Adam Armstrong scores the try, third of the second half for Austin.
Adam Armstrong, great try there. He has been a force from the back. All these players connecting so well. Merriman to Armstrong, Skripanic in there. Number of different players coming. Antonio Wynn, the long breaks.
Armstrong there, diving in and taking it home. Just relentless play from the Austin Blacks. So Armstrong will take over the kicking duties, it looks like here. 22 minutes left to play in this match, and the Austin Blacks, again, they did it in 2018, 2019, 2023, and are looking to go for it for the 4th time in 6 years, a couple of COVID years in there as well. So what a dominant stretch on the D3 side here for the Austin Blacks.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it's just a foregone conclusion at this point, Tim. I mean, this is going to be a win for the Austin Blacks. It's just a question of what they do going forward. Are they going to roll in some subs? Are they going to let their starters, really enjoy the moments here? We'll find out.
Armstrong gets a little underneath this one. Again, that wind about 10 miles an hour in the face there. Might have had something to do with that one. And John, looking back at the Austin Blacks schedule over the year, this will be, right now, sitting at a shutout. This would be the 6th shutout of the year in 14 matches for the Austin Blacks. Not just strong offensive performances with a 52-point average margin of victory, but 6 shutouts as well. As now we're going to send this one down to Tyler Deutsch, will be on the sideline. And Tyler, got a coach for us here for the next match.
Here we go. Head Coach Dave of the Lady Vipers here. Coach, obviously we're getting to see some cool warm-up rugby, but you're about to take the stage for the D1 Ladies National Championship. How special does it feel to be here?
Feels really good. We've been working at this for about 10 years to get here, and yeah, we're just really happy to be here. The girls are really excited, and yeah, it's a great opportunity. We really like the venue, especially the grass field. If we get to play on, it's going to be nice.
It's definitely been a favorite for a lot of the players, and as far as what you've seen from your team, obviously there's a lot of endurance, there's a lot of physicality out here. A few players down going in this match. Tell me a little bit about your game strategy for the final championship.
I think we're just going to just run what we've done all year. Like I said, we have players that can play forwards or backs. We've got a couple of little injuries, but that's okay. We'll just switch around and do the best we can and just keep running what we do. We really don't. We adjust a little bit to the other teams, but we just like to run our thing. We don't really speed up or slow down for anything. We just do what we do, and it's kind of worked for us this year. So.
Awesome, and how amazing is it just to have an event like this, USA Rugby Club 15's National Championship, to not only give rugby to the world, but to all these amazing players?
I think it's a really good thing because we have a lot of women that, especially for the women's side of it, to have something for them, like a goal to reach and win the national championship is just a really great opportunity for them, and that's what we're just glad it's around because you've got them coming out of college. Some of them come right out of high school to the women's side, and it's just something that's really good for them. I mean, as far as a team sport, it's the best for everybody.
Coach, we really appreciate it. We look forward to the D1 National Championship. Back up to you guys for this game.
Thank you, Tyler. The Utah Lady Vipers, a 31-22 victory yesterday to punch their ticket here in the men's D3 National Championship. It's been all Austin Blacks. Bonich with the try there, Visser with another, and John, just a relentless effort. Really can't find much of a weakness here for this Austin squad.
It just is, they're playing well, their structures are good, their players are intelligent. Even the bounce of the ball is just going their way. Everything is going right for Austin at the moment, cruising their way seemingly towards a back-to-back and fourth national championship in the last few years. Players are really kind of standing up here for this team. You have the hardworking Watson and Matthews as their flankers, but Visser in that, back three right there, that back row right there, really just featuring this game all over the place. Big hits, long passes, scoring tries, just tremendous. And Jock Merrim running the show, making it almost easy for his outside back sometimes.
Visser showing off again. How exceptional he's been here in the first 60 minutes. Visser so tough to bring down and to contact. They go again, trying to find some space there on the outside. Rower Dink blazes through the center of the pitch. He's got a man with him there on the outside. Finds the target, and Matthews will take this one the distance. Royce Matthews. And John, that's probably the fifth or sixth try with support in line and an easy pass for an easy try.
Yeah, just talking about, Royce Matthews there and how hard he and Watson have been working around the field. So that is a well-deserved try for Derek Watson. Great break from Rower Dink. Rower Dink, couple forwards, replacement forward and a flanker there, going for a long run. So the support player is usually going to get that one. Certainly Matthews got it unselfish there from Rower Dink. Another 5 points, and Austin, 20 minutes to go, are just lighting it up here at Round Rock.
Not let up a single bit there in the first half, and really they've done it two different ways here, John. The first half, it was all Merriman with that boot, pinning them inside the 22-meter line, and then collecting mistakes and taking it from there. But here in the second half, it's been a lot more about the line breaks, a lot more about those offloads on the edges, and 2 tries for both of the wingers here has been a big reason why they've been able to be so dominant. Armstrong, 1 for 2 on the day now as he slots that one through. A big time lead here for the Austin Blacks, and John, take us through this one.
Yeah, Rowerding just spotted a player who's just fatigued there and was able to come in and run him over pretty well. Rokavalu comes in and takes him in a long-range run, the replacement there for Colusa County. And just on the spot, Royce Matthews, that's his role at that open side flanker, right? To get around the ball and be near the ball, and that time just happened to be an open space there. And he was able to dot that one down. Great work from Royce Matthews.
He's one of the worldly players here on this black squad out of Silverdale Rugby Club in Auckland, New Zealand. This kick comes down, knocked forward by Colusa County. Visser on the deck there. Second time we've seen him kind of collecting himself, but we'll come back here to a scrum for the Austin Blacks.
He just doesn't seem like the kind of fellow that's going to leave this field. I don't know if he can be down to be here for a couple minutes, but he's going to get back up and he's going to add, he's going to bring energy. He has been lights out as Visser.
Oh, he wants to be on the pitch. He wants that feeling of jubilation when that whistle sounds and he knows that he has won his 4th national championship. Great effort there from the 5'9" number 8, who has been tremendous there in the back row. He's gonna pick and go on this one. Imagine that, gets around the defense. Beautiful little offload again. Gets things moving there, back to Matthews. Matthews, nice little step. Hitting contact just outside the 22-meter line. Great job recycling possession. Visser is gonna scoop this one up and try to find some space. Weak. Nothing happening and still on his feet. Shedding tacklers. Keeping things moving for the Austin Blacks. Into contact now goes Derek Watson. Triplett keeping things moving out to the left. Plenty of numbers here. Here to the near side. Nice little skip pass. Now collected by Wynn. Into contact he goes. 16 minutes left to play in this D3 National Championship match. Triplett back up scrum half, but started yesterday, so plenty of experience. Weaponry there for him to search for. We're gonna have, I believe, an offsides call here, a penalty, and Colusa County will be sent back another 10.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a penalty here. We'll see what the referee says.
Captain.
Want to have a conversation.
In that phase, we had 3 dangerous tackles, okay, on the back foot. Just talk to the guys, maintain discipline. We're going into the last about 17, okay? Just keep the standard high. Just talk to them about it. I'm slowing it down. Hold on. Hold on. No, we're not going.
I think on that last one getting dinged, it was RJ Phillips coming in low. Didn't look like he gave much of a rap, and we've seen that a couple of times from the boys from Colusa County.
Yeah, he had high tackled Visser, number 8 on number 8, just a little bit before that. He's a really important key part of this Colusa County team, and certainly one of their never give up players. So he's trying to do the best he can. Phillips unlucky, just a couple of penalties inside the 22.
Austin Blacks looking to go 14-0, storming their way through USA Club Rugby Division 3. Here for the 4th time, they look to take home a national championship. Just about 15 minutes left to go here in this national championship match. Austin Blacks with it about 10 meters out to the right-hand side. Triplett, beautiful little step. He's just been passing from that scrum half position the entire second half. This time, makes it to the outside, darts up the gut, and dots it down for the try.
Zach Triplett came in as a replacement scrum half here and has just been all over the place, keeping this team moving in coordination with Merriman, and gets a good try there as he just spots a space. Players are worried about the outside. He just opens up the inside for him, and he's over it, no problem. Zach Triplett, good job.
So the conversion coming here. 69 points up on the board for the Austin Blacks. Adam Armstrong looking to take the kick here. 1 for 2 on the day. Armstrong eyes this one. Again, a little bit of a breeze in his face. Here, beautiful natural grass pitch. Double doinks this one off a couple of posts. And
finally, something goes against Austin.
bottom out.
I mean, each and every bounce on so many of these kicks, exactly where the Blacks needed it, but this time again, Armstrong off the mark. And John, take us through this last one.
Yeah, you come around and see that Colusa County defense just working out wide. Dylan Sanchez will tackle anything. Just thinks that ball is going to go away from Triplet. They leave a post open here. Beckley can't get over there to cover it as they're trying to cover it, numbers out wide. A good spot there by Triplet just to see it and just skirt his way in, no problem.
So another restart here for Colusa County and knocked on by the Blacks, so they'll restart with a scrum. 69 points, and I mean, they've really saved the best for last year. One of their highest scoring outputs, their 6th shutout of the year. Defense is awesome, boots are awesome, the power has been incredible, and the pace on the outsides. What a tremendous achievement here for the Austin Blacks. Again, 2018, 2019, 2023, and now 2024 going to be added to it. They are 13 minutes away from taking that crown again. A huge drive, the best we've seen from them in the day. They're aging like fine wine, John, and just continuing to excel out there.
That is just, I mean, one, we talked about the heat, right? Two, we talked about the hometown crowd. So they've got people behind the Austin Blacks, and they didn't have to travel. And they are up big on the scoreboard here with just over 12 minutes to go. You know, that gives you energy. That gives you life late in the game because you're having fun right now. Colusa County, you know, just has to be happy to get where they've gotten this season. They should be very, very proud of that. But just tough moments right there, right now for this next 12 minutes as they have to deal with an Austin team that could probably stay on the field for another hour and be happy.
Stop. Look at the guy behind you.
On this D3 level, I mean, just things that we're not normally used to seeing in the first half. Multiple 50-22 kicks. Yesterday, we saw a couple of marks being taken and just have really excelled, really pushing this level of D3 up a notch here the last 6 years. And right now, showing that nobody can match the pace. Win again with another offload. Looking for try number 3 here down the side for Wilder. Another beautiful move. Nobody can stop him. Hat trick on the day for Timo Wilder.
Tell me if am I wrong to say 3 touches of the ball, 3 tries for Tymel Wilder? I swear, I think it's just been every time he's gotten a hold of the ball, he's been in some good space, been able to touch down a try. He's been, assisted by some great play, but he's held his width. He had the space here. Had a little work to do that time. Didn't just get to walk in. Had to take on a couple defenders, but Tymel Wilder gets a lovely hat trick here in this D3 championship matchup. As you see the ball come out, 3 runners coming in. They go in behind that defensive line, and not able to recover there is Colusa County. Good blocking run, comes out there to another person, scored many tries, and Antonio Wynn, but just having to get by one player there, and Tyler Howell is Tymel Wilder, and he's able to do so. Just gets in, nice balance in for another try.
Wilder, long and lanky, 6 foot, 165, the 24-year-old again, out of the University of North Texas, the Mean Green up in Denton. He has come down here to Austin and put on a show this weekend on the outskirts up in beautiful Round Rock, Texas. Adam Armstrong will look to strike this one through. Going to double doink on the last one, hitting multiple posts, but he lines this one up with the wind at his face. The Englishman pushes this one off to the right. The Austin Blacks here in the final 10 minutes with a stranglehold on this match.
You just saw that defense unable to recover there. Just working their way across as hard as they can, but not able to get there. That's, yet again, trying to step up to it there is RJ Phillips. Not enough to stop this young man. Tymel Wilder having a great championship Sunday.
Ricky Johnson, the German 39-year-old sub, comes in, got into the action there, number 23 as well. It's a strong sub for them yesterday and has left right off again here in game 2 in the national championship tournament. Finals on the line here, and it has been all Austin Black, 74-0. About 9 minutes left to play. Triplet here to the near side. Chip kick up over the top by Armstrong. Got to keep this one in, but a little bit too heavy on the boot. I think we're going to come back to where the kick was taken for a Colusa County lineout.
You know, Armstrong had pressure coming onto him there, and it just kind of skewed off the boot under that pressure. So it's going to be a line out here for Colusa County. Colusa County only about 8 minutes before they head back to California on the field. So we'll want to put some good phases together to end off what is a very successful season in the overall.
And coming up next, we've got women's D1 followed by men's D1. Right after this match here on Field 2. We thank you so much for joining us on this Next Level Rugby production here on the Rugby Network. Tim Wilkes and John Broker taking you through all the action. You're live from Round Rock, Texas, as we get set for the throw. Coming in by Alan Shelley. 45-year-old gets us started again, collected in the back by Derek Watson, and the Blacks continue to eviscerate this defense. Over the gain line they go again, over the midfield stripe. They'll continue to just let this clock bleed out. Into contact goes Mahan. Visser, such a standout as well, always getting through that gain line, steps around one, takes 4 guys to bring him to deck as he will not let up. The outside now, it's Johnson. Into contact, and just how easily the Blacks are able to progress their way down the pitch. John, we've seen Colusa County 15 phases, 3-4 times, barely breaking through the gain line. But the Austin Blacks so potent here on the offensive end. Visser has his shirt ripped off. He doesn't care. He's still taking him with him. Here to the near side. Beautiful hard line run. Bonzer Mullen takes it through, and there's a touch with no try attached to it. For the danger man Wilder. Still in possession, 8 phases in, have broken the gain line just about every single time. Triplet looking for support. Release. You see Visser just with the Under Armour underneath. Jersey is gone, but still pushing forward. Triplet again, inside ball, great movement. Bonzer Mullen, the inside center, taking it in just around the edges. One mistake finally coming there for Visser, who has been incredible, catches his breath here, but what an outstanding performance. Austin could not push it through, but again, just at will marching themselves down the pitch.
Yeah, I said it a couple minutes ago, you know, they're just enjoying themselves at this point. They're carefree. They know they have a national championship pretty much in the bag here, so having a run. And Visser, he is that wind-up toy. He just doesn't stop. Here's Visser, comes in, breaking off to the side there. Player gets a hold of him, big Connor Herrick, and pulling the jersey is all he can get. Little Canadian hockey style there. Ball's inside the jersey at this point. Visser just doesn't care. He's going to keep going forward to look for some players. He has been outstanding.
Okay, Visser. 5'9", 195, out of Austin, Texas. Austin area high school rugby. Been playing rugby claims for 26 years. And is putting all of that knowledge to use here on the pitch today.
Okay, so when we make
referee will step in and
keep that tighter.
Just try to get that front row from Colusa County. Act as he needs to keep this scrum stable.
Crouch. 5. Set.
Aaron Davis out of East Penn Referee Society. A big time drive here. Colusa County is able to get it brought in by Colusa County. Touchdown, and we'll come back for a 5-meter scrum back to the Austin Blacks.
Again, just everything going in the Austin Blacks' favor right now. Little drive there. Ball squirts out. Doesn't squirt at the back, but taken to the back so close to the try line. It was just tackled in behind. So another great attacking position here for this Austin Blacks team.
About 5 minutes left to play before that final whistle. Jubilation for the Austin Blacks on the way, a 74-point win. Again, yesterday it was a 48-19 victory over a tough Red River Ruffians squad from Fargo, North Dakota. Again, this Austin Black squad has been dominant over the years. They've got a title on the D1 side. D2 has been pretty tough as well, but they use this roster, a fluid roster, moving guys up and down, pulling in experience from all over the state. A lot of guys that have played D1 in the past coming in, looking for a national championship. Right now, they continue to push forward, keeping it in tight. And now the pop pass from Visser finds its target out to the right-hand side. Numbers out there. Scramble defense is trying to catch their legs. Able to do so. Penalty is on, though. Advantage being played. Beautiful little inside pass to Royce Matthews, who dots it down for another Austin Blacks try.
We have 4 minutes to go here. It's 79 points to 0 Austin. Royce Matthews gets another one. Just tough days here for Colusa County.
You see Triplet there, who's done a great job. Again, he was the starter yesterday. He likes to run the show a little bit more from that scrum half position. Doesn't do as much running, although we've seen one take there from that scrummy position. But really, O'Donnell does a little bit better job using the speed out on the edges. But boy, has they been fantastic here. And Triplet, as you see, just brings the defense in, has two guys come towards him, and slips that pass out for the easy try. Adam Armstrong, the Englishman, looks to strike this one and keep things moving with 3 minutes left to play here in our men's D3 National Championship. Horn sounding does not affect Armstrong as he's able to slot this one through.
Yeah, they have tried to get him there. You're talking about Triplet. Zach Triplet, if you want to know how old I am, I believe I called Zach Triplet when he played for Cal in some national championships out at Stanford University back in the 2006 era. It was them and BYU battling it out for supremacy in those days, and Cal was the clear winner for the majority of those years. Triplet now at moving down to Austin, still playing rugby. Good to see.
Coach Ryan Little there leading the charge for the Austin Blacks. Michael Norton helping him out as an assistant as well. Norton, a mainstay on this D3 side, finally retired, hung him up, and now coaching as well. This Austin Blacks team, so good here in this national championship. Just the little things, able to keep this one in touch and then go get it himself. Great couple phases of play there. This one does eventually trickle out there. Michael Taylor, number 22, getting involved in the action. Able to take the quick throw, and Visser is going to make them pay around the final fullback. Still enough in the tank to take it the distance. Enrique Visser with the player on his back. Dots it down again. Multiple tries yet again for the number 8.
Take a bow, Visser. He is just running nonstop, just takes on everybody. Every time he gets the ball, his intent is to run through the entire Colusa County team. And this is just a ball right to him, a little connection, sees some space, gets by a first one as players are treating, puts on a little speed, turns out there around McPherson. Nobody can catch him. It's Rokavalu trying to take him down in the end. Rokavalu, his speed can't get there, and Visser just wills himself over the try line. What a game, Enrique Visser.
So into the last minute of action here. 86-0 the score. Again, the Austin Blacks' 6th shutout victory of the year in 14 matches. The defense just as good as the offense out here. And they have proven to be just on another level here in the men's D3 side. Armstrong again takes his time, gonna let every second trickle off the clock. Referee Aaron Davis behind, letting him know how much is left. This kick off the mark, no good, but that will do it. 86-0. The Austin Blacks are your D3 USA Club Rugby 2024 national champions.
What can you say? Just well deserved, right? Like that was just an absolute performance to end off your national championship season for this Austin team. They were unstoppable in every phase of the game and did not give Colusa County any time. Impressive work there from Austin. Congratulations, Austin Blacks D3.
Great effort on the day. Their 4th national championship in the last 6 years. The 2nd time they've gone back to back, and they show no signs of slowing down. Look out for these guys in 2025 as well. We will step aside. What a terrific performance. John, what a terrific performance. Visser was great out there. Von Zermeulen from that inside center position had a couple of big plays as well. But along the edges, just too much for the Austin Blacks.
Yeah, absolutely. Credit to Colusa County. You see him coming over there, but they gave it everything they had. Won on a last-second try and conversion yesterday. They have scrapped their way. A bunch of players are really playing for one another. You know, as Tommy Dealey pointed out, in the small, tight-knit community of Colusa, California. And now today, after scrapping their way and getting here to this national championship game, we just ran into an Austin team on an absolute tear, an absolute high. Well done.
Yeah, this is throw it down to the sidelines. Tyler Doige has someone with us. Tyler, what you got?
Andrew King's here to present the D3 National Championship Ceremony trophies.
This is Andrew King, chair of the 15s Competitions Committee with Senior Club Rugby. We're here to present our national runner-up award to Colusa Rugby for Men's Division 3. Here you guys go. No, it didn't go your way you wanted to go today, but yesterday was one of the best matches we've had this weekend. You guys deserve this. Thanks so much. Congratulations. And now to present the award for MVP for Men's Division 3, your number 12, Evan. Here you go. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. And now we have the Men's Division 3 National Championship Trophy to present to the Austin Blacks. There you guys go.
Hey, let's go. Blacks on me. 1, 2, 3, black. Give me 2 blacks on the black. Woo!
My Lord.
Yeah.
Woo! I am here with the Austin Blacks, who have once again put on their city, bringing home a national title. You guys were more consistent than Terry Black's barbecue out there. How did it feel?
Yeah, it felt great. It's a lot playing 2 games in 1 weekend, but yeah, hats off to the club. It's a huge club. Like, that's all I have to say, really, man. It's a great community. We're really deep, so it helps on the 2-game weekends.
I mean, the scoreboard looked a little bit more like my tab on Rainey Street than it did a rugby scoreline. I mean, you guys did not let up no matter how comfortable the lead got. What kind of mindset does that take for your club?
I mean, it helps being able to train against such high-caliber players week to week. But hats off to Colusa. I mean, they could be a really good club with a little bit more discipline. They're hard runners, and it wasn't as easy. The scoreline didn't, do the game justice. I'm sore.
Oh, no, the hits were amazing. Everything was incredible. Thanks for giving us an amazing show, and congratulations on national title as well as MVP. We're going back up to you guys because guess what? We got more national championship action coming your way. Boys?
Thank you so much, Tyler. Evan Von Zermeulen wins your MVP on the D3 national side. Had an epic performance yesterday with the boot, slotting over 8 kicks. Did so as well here in the first half. So he's your MVP. The Austin Blacks, in a dominant performance, are your 2024 D3 national champions. For John Broker, I'm Tim Wilkes. This has been a Next Level Rugby production. We will step aside. We've got more action on the way here on the Rugby Network coming up next. Thanks for joining us.
May is Mental Fitness Month.
Major League Rugby is partnered with USI Insurance Services and Looseheads
in a united effort to tackle the stigma.
Together, we are committed to changing the game
with the mission of placing a mental health lead
in every rugby club around the world.